How do you describe a cross-section? This is the second video for section 11-1, and I just want to remind you that, or just let you know that this is a pretty quick video, and we're just going to discuss cross-sections. Okay, here's an example of how your notes should be set up to take notes from this video. This is video title number 2. You just had video title number 1 before this, and there's no video title 3. Cross-section. A cross-section is the intersection of a solid and a plane. So a solid is a polyhedron or three-dimensional shape, and a plane is kind of like a piece of paper or something that cuts it in half. Can you think of a cross-section as a very thin slice of the solid? So if you could slice a piece of solid, what would the cross-section be? Looking at this triangular prism, which is a polyhedron, if I cut it, it would give me this shape of a triangle. So the cross-section is a triangle. That's all we're doing is identifying what would be the cross-section of these polyhedrons. This is a very simple concept, but it's necessary and needed for the next couple of chapters or sections of the chapter that we're going to go through, where we have to find the surface area and volume of shapes. And this information of cross-sections comes in handy later on within higher levels of mathematics. So we're describing a cross-section. What is a cross-section formed by the plane and the solid? So here is the solid, and then we're cutting it with the plane. Same here. And if you cut these planes or these solids with this plane, the cross-section will be a rectangle. So that's all you're doing is identifying the cross-section. For the next slide, let's see some real examples of where we would need to do cross-sections. You'll be surprised it's not just used in mathematics. Okay, I found these images online of different objects and things that we use cross-sections for. So for an example, we use cross-sections in geometry, and that's what we just discussed. So you'll have to describe the cross-section. This is what you'll be tested on. So here is a cone, and the cross-section, if you can see, if you cut it, will have a circle. Here's a cross-section of a tree. You can actually count the rings to tell how old the tree is. So cross-sections are important for finding the age of a forest. You can take the cross-section of a pineapple, and if you kind of cut off that top part, it looks like a oval shaped. Here is a cross-section of the human brain. That is very important, especially when you look at anatomy books and when they have to explain all the different parts of the brain. We use cross-sections to help us. And even when looking at insects, a cross-section can help identify the different parts of an insect as well. Same thing with animals, mammals, humans. It's just used in very many different areas. Okay. Video was very quick and sweet and short, and we're going to practice this in class. So how do you describe a cross-section? Remember, you want to answer this question, reviewing the notes and reviewing the video. How do you describe a cross-section? Remember that a cross-section is when given a three-dimensional shape. If you took a plane and cut it, what shape would you get out of that?